Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie, and my amazing guest, Lisa Marree. Here we go. Do you want to know how amazing people connect? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie.
Thanks for connecting. And if you like what you hear, please share.
Special thank you to our sponsors, Marketing with Russ, the Alzheimer's Association, Best Heating and Cooling, Kicking Cancer, and Lincoln Media Group. For more information on the Alzheimer's Association and how to give to this amazing organization, go to alz.org. Thank you to the Arbor at Avamere Court. And for Best Heating and Cooling in Scioto, Oregon, and amazing heating services, go to best-heating.com. And for information on Kicking Cancer and their support of others going through cancer, go to kicking-cancer.org. Finally, for information on Lincoln Media Group and their media services, go to lincolnmediagroup.com. Hey everybody, welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie. So glad that you are all here today. You know, it is always just a joy of my day to be here with all of you on Marketing with Russ. You know, we talk about how amazing people connect here, and I'm all about connection. And so I am so thankful for the opportunity to connect with you and the great opportunities I've had to connect with so many people. I always tell people I'm a lifetime connector. So if you connect with me, you're stuck with me as your friend. So there you go. And you're just going to have to live with that because I love to make friends and be friends. And so I appreciate that. I think that there's so much in life that is it's a positive thing on your life when you are developing great relationships, when you're connecting to people and building community, and you're growing and just rising together with others. It's such a great feeling to help others as you go along. And we're going to talk about that a little bit in the marketing tip of the day today. But till then, I just want to thank you. You know, we're here every Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time on Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie. You know, it's interesting. I'm going to New York to actually speak at a cancer conference, and and so it's amazing. The whole story about Marketing with Russ came out of New York, and so I want to tell you that really quickly. It's been a while since I told the Marketing with Russ or the hashtag Russ Selfie story. So anyway, here we go. So I was in New York with my beautiful wife and family, and it was down in the subway. And you know, in the old days, I'd give everybody my camera to take a picture of my family, so we'd have memories from where we were. Well, this time I went ahead and I handed my phone to a young man. You know, it was in the subway, so you know. So anyway, handed my phone to him. Well, I forgot my son had downsized me. All of it was in one little package: my phone, my wallet, my credit cards, my cash, everything. I just handed to this guy in the subway. I didn't know. He backed up to take a picture. I backed up praying the whole time, dear God, please help him be nice and give me back my phone and my wallet. and he was, thank goodness. So after the picture, I decided that I could never do that again. I couldn't just hand my wallet to people. So I decided I had to learn how to take selfies. And that's where it all started, in the subway in New York. And so anyway, just thinking about those memories, that's where the AKA hashtag Russ selfie comes. I love getting out there taking selfies with people. And a bunch of my friends says, hey, you got to have your own hashtag. And there you go. So it's all come from that. So anyway, I'm just so glad you're here today. Again, we're all about how amazing people connect. You know that I love to connect with people. So you can go to russhedge.com. That's right, russhedge.com, and connect with me today. And I just really would appreciate that. You can find out everything about me, from my inspirational speaking to my marketing coaching and all the things that I'm doing, the live stream producing. I'd love for you to connect with me there. Through everything that's going on in my life, all these connections have been such a blessing to me. I've been able to reach out, bless others, but also I've been so blessed with that. And I'm so thankful for that. So look up more information there at russhedge.com. And that should be a simple way to find out about me. Also, love for you to subscribe on YouTube. And my YouTube page is super easy to get to. If you know the name of this show, Marketing with Russ, you can get there. Marketingwithruss.live will take you directly to my YouTube page. Would love for you to subscribe today. In fact, you can open a separate tab, subscribe right now, and you'll be good to go, because there are hundreds and getting to be thousands of amazing people on there to connect with. In fact, every show is made up of multiple great people, and we have not only Marketing with Russ, but we have Russ Reels Live, we have the Experience Live with Russ and Scott. So much great stuff. I would love today if you would share this out and tag your friends. Please just share, tag your friends, let them know what's going on. And I would appreciate that, because, everybody needs a little reminder, right? We're all busy. So remind people that we're on, and that would be so, so awesome. Okay. Almost last but not least, wanted to remind you about my books, Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose, my original book. If you want to know how to live a life of joy, purpose, and a good perspective, how to bless others, how to be all that you can be, get a copy of my book, Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose, available at russhedge.com, believe it or not, and on Amazon and all online booksellers. Also, you can get my collaborative books that I helped write over the last year. These anthologies were amazing groups of people coming together, collaborating, writing these books. They were number one international bestsellers, number one on Amazon. Great opportunities. And I'm so blessed to have worked with people much smarter than me. And we were able to put this together, and they did all the hard work. So I appreciate that. It's been a lot of fun to do that. So last but not least, we are going to do the marketing tip of the day. We do this every Monday and Thursday. And this is just a little piece of positive, uplifting information, a little snippet of what you can do to improve your marketing, your business, yourself, your life. And so today we're going to do our marketing tip of the day. Are you ready? All right, here we go. This is a marketing tip of the day. Help others succeed. What? What do you mean help others succeed? Yes, help others succeed. When you have a giving, helpful spirit about you, when you're collaborating with others, we've talked about that, collaborating with others and working with them and helping them to succeed. You know what? It helps you to succeed, even if they don't do anything back. Just the fact that you're able to give and help others is going to lift you up and make you better. And a good share of the time, those same people are going to give back to you, work with you, and you will also be successful, because we know a rising tide lifts all ships. When we're all working together and lifting each other up, that is how you lift yourself up and really make things better, not only for them, but for you. And so today I want you to remember that. So help others succeed is our marketing tip of the day. And we do this every Monday and Thursday. And don't miss it. You can get this on social media separate. So make sure that you tune in to the marketing tip of the day. There you go. And that will be cut out separate and put out, like I said, on social media, YouTube Shorts, all of that. And so there you go. That is your marketing tip of the day. And now Lisa Marree, she is such a wealth of joy and knowledge that this is her actual fourth episode on Marketing with Russ, not to mention the other show she's been on. Hello, Lisa. How's it going?
Well, I am fantastic, and thank you again for inviting me onto your wonderful show. How are you?
I am great, and I'm so thankful that you're here because you always add so much value to me in my life that it makes me feel better every morning you're on here. So anyway, thanks so much for being here today. And I I'm doubting there's too many people that don't know who you are. But for those few people that maybe don't know, tell everybody who is Lisa Marree and what are you up to?
Thank you. And before I do that, as usual, Russ, I took notes while I was back in the green room of you doing your little introduction because you just say some amazing things that I'm sure we'll cover in our short time together. Who am I? Well, I help people become limitless. I know that sounds a bit odd, but what does that mean? Well, that means to help people literally remove all of the stuff that's really holding them back from being their number one genius and living an extraordinary life. And my expertise, well, it's broad. I have a military background, a medical science, specializing in neuroscience. I have a holistic health background in nutrition, fitness, and all of the healing arts. So I really I'm in my 50s now. So, what I love to do is especially work with women who have crossed the 40 line and, they're looking to continue to live an extraordinary life and not let the transition of life actually slow them down because it doesn't have to. And a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah,
So,
I think
that's them
I
in
would
a nutshell.
I I was just gonna say with that, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was gonna say that when you're talking about the transition of life, but all the things that are going on in life, life in general, it depends how you look at it. We talk about perspective and all of that, but it doesn't have to slow you down and stop you. What you're talking about, with women and the transition, but it also, even if you're going through challenges like with me dealing with cancer, with other people, things, it doesn't have to stop you. Now, I know that sometimes it slows you down a little, I'll be honest, but that doesn't mean you don't keep moving forward. You don't keep
Yeah.
making progress. You don't keep that good perspective, even in spite of times when they're not so great, no matter what you're going through. And, remembering to celebrate together with the good things, right?
Yeah.
You gotta stop and celebrate those what people call small wins or not so small, right?
Yes. Well, having said that, with the enormous, because I worked in oncology for a number of years in medical science, and when people are faced with this enormous challenge, what you said, help others succeed. That was one of my notes. Your marketing tip for the day, and so when that happens, you're actually thrown into this huge unknown world, surrounded by experts in the field who are there to help you overcome that hurdle, and you get to meet the most beautiful, open-hearted, souled people who devote their life to helping people overcome these challenges. And a lot of the lessons that you learn during extreme trauma, adversity, health challenges, because I've had my fair share as well. I've been chopped up by surgery 18 times and hopefully no more. But that was when I was still in a very traumatic life. That you can, once you overcome that hurdle, you look back and you just think, wow, there were some really life-changing connections and moments in that horrible period. And so the wisdom of age, you get to just put that into the book of life lessons, don't you, Russ?
Yeah. Well, and it always those book of life lessons, some of your best growth and progress in life is made in the midst of adversity, in the
Yeah.
middle of challenges. And I truly believe, I can look back over my short 60 years And I can think of all kinds of things that I've been blessed to be able to do because of challenges I've gone through. And, I truly believe God has really blessed me to be able to have the kind of personality that I have that helps me to be able to lift, encourage other people, even when I'm struggling. And
Yeah.
hey, I'll be honest, I'm like everybody else. I struggle at times, right? I have
Yeah.
times when I am, it's difficult and I don't feel great. My newsletter for the week, I write a LinkedIn newsletter every Monday. And, so today's newsletter, it was about living with joy and
Yeah.
laughter, right? One thing that I do before I speak every time is I do a laughter exercise. It's laughter therapy, and I get everybody laughing. And you know what? Your body doesn't really know the difference if you're forcing laughter or if you're really laughing, because once you start to even fake laughter, it turns into some real laughter. It does. It lifts you up. And so that joy and that laughter helps you throughout everything. And I just love that. I love that when I'm able to get that out of other people,
Yeah.
because that helps me get through what
Yeah.
I'm going through too, right?
Yes, yes, exactly. And what you're going through now is you're already paying that forward. You've been in anthologies. You're now speaking in a live event with regarding cancer, and so your message is also you're being the messenger and
Yeah.
helping others during this difficult time. So it's so extraordinary. And um, you also said something that there are, when people are putting their anthologies together, there's a whole bunch of people smarter than you. Well, maybe in putting books together, but look at your genius zone. Gosh, I can't do what you do. And so we've all got this incredible gift. And
Yeah.
I think that's so important to, well, talking about celebrate on a daily basis, to think about the unique gifts that you have, and that you probably do that unconsciously, help other people throughout the day or throughout the week with your gifts. But we really need to spend some time inward and just think, hey, I am pretty cool. In fact, I'm awesome.
That's it. There you go. I'm switching that around. No, what's interesting is when I choose every morning, and we've talked about this. The way I set my mindset is I'm thankful. I give myself a talk and I say, today's going to be awesome. I know that I'm going to have opportunities to do amazing, awesome things with people,
Yes.
right? And what I remember, though, I mean, I truly believe that's a gift from God, but I remember that the reason why I've got that, I don't forget about, because we do all need to make sure that we are not just pushing ourselves down, but lifting ourselves up too through it. And the way that I love to do that is really by helping others and giving to others. And that really lifts me. And you're right. That is my superpower. Inspiring and encouraging people is my superpower God has given me to do. And I love doing it. It comes pouring out of my heart. And you're right. This whole journey that I'm going through has given me opportunities to speak places I've never spoken before. I can't tell you the number of oncology, cancer related things that I've already spoken at, whether online or on person. It's the same thing with my mama and dad both went through cancer, and my dad was through cancer and dementia, and my mama had Alzheimer's. So I have a great voice for the senior community and the people working in that community too, because I have been there in all different angles of it. And so it is just when you have these life experiences, it's really just a joy to be able to help others through what you had to go through, because I know in these journeys that people have helped me and continue to help me more than I can even uh, remember. I mean, it's just amazing, what happens. And I never sought that out, but it comes back because you're helping others. Again, rising tide lifts all ships. We're all working together, right? We're all
Yeah.
lifting each other. And that's where I think it's so important to continue to collaborate and do those things that we're talking about.
Yes. And from a neuroscience perspective, and what happens in the body and the brain and the frequency that we emit. You know,
Yeah.
we know we can measure the brain EEG, we know we can measure the heart ECG. Well, the body has a particular range of vibrations and frequencies because we are electromagnetic. And when we're down, like, we can measure the fact that, okay, you can tell that that person, you can see, you can feel it, like energies, you can feel the person. Basically, you walk into a room where a couple have had a bit of a tiff, and it's just like, woo, it's a bit icy in here. You know, the same
Yeah.
is, you know, imagine, you know, parents giggling and laughing with their children. You can feel the joy in that room. The highest vibration that we have as a human being in you know, a spirit in a human body is love and joy. Like, that is the highest frequency. And you just deliver, whether it's virtual or in person, Russ. You are just one big vibration of love. And the beautiful thing about that is that because it's contagious, just like laughing and the hormones going on in our body, is that you give so much love to everybody, no matter what, that it comes back tenfold. And you know, you feel that as well. So it's just such a beautiful universal exchange.
Well, thank you for those kind words. And, I always give God the glory for all of that because I honestly think that, I was blessed to be created the way that I am. We're all a little bit different, and that's okay. And like you said, we're all unique. We have our own fingerprint, we have our own talents and abilities, we have our things that make us special. There's not another one of us anywhere. Even identical twins are different.
Yeah,
They may look a lot alike, but, that's the thing that people need to realize, that there are people that only I can reach, that only I can speak to. There's people that only you can reach and speak to. That's the way we're made. And we all are leaders and we all are influencers one way or the other. And so why not influence people for the good? It makes
yes,
them feel better, makes you feel better. It again, rising tides lift all boats. When we're all rising together, things are better. You just don't feel good when you're ripping other people down.
yeah,
There might be that one moment with the bad guy when you feel good because you jabbed him. But it's just like when I was young. I'll tell a story. My sister, I have one sister. She she doesn't know I'm telling this story, but I tell everybody this story. She used to hit me, punch me in the arm, and run to my parents and say, she's my younger sister, say that I was chasing her and going to hit her. Well, that was true because I'm chasing after her. And so I would continually get in trouble for doing nothing. One day, my mama saw it happen. She saw my sister hit me, run after her, and she told my sister, "I'm sorry. There's nothing I could do for you because you started this whole thing." And she knew that I was going to have to, hit her one time just to, teach her a lesson. So I punch her in the shoulder because I'm not going to, punch her anywhere else. I punch her in the shoulder. She starts crying. I start crying. I feel bad because I didn't make me feel good. It didn't make me feel good to do that. And
yeah,
my whole point is that when we do good to others and we bring joy, it lifts us up. When we do things to others, you might have that momentary, oh, gotcha. But is that really going to last? It's not. It's actually going to pull you down if that's the way you're living your life. So I just
yeah,
think that, yeah, go
yeah.
ahead.
And it's against your core values. And generally, people who Jim Rohn quote for you: there's only a few nasty people on the planet, like extreme nasty people, but they tend to get around.
Yes.
However, you know, most people are good, but they
Yeah.
behave badly. And that's literally, you know, their coping mechanism of them being treated so badly that it's become part of their personality. And so all of these behaviors can actually be retrained, because once again, we know that the brain is malleable, it's neuroplastic, it can change. We put the input differently, and we're going to get a different output. So
Right.
it's just, well, that's common sense, isn't it? But
Yeah.
it certainly doesn't happen overnight, but a decision can happen in an instant. As you said, you wake up every morning and you choose that is going to be an amazing day.
That's right. And look at that subtitle of that book back there. Live the life you choose.
Yes.
Life happens and then you choose, right? Things are
Yes.
happening to you all day long. Life happens and then you choose. You choose your attitude, your perspective, how you're going to treat other people, what you're going to do from the point where something happens to you. You instantly make a choice. And that is where the magic happens, or you go down the tubes, one or the other, honestly. I
Yeah.
mean, you're going one way or the other at that point. And so I just think that is so, yeah, that is so true. Okay, Lisa, we're going to have episode 5. I can already see that because we just have way too much to talk about. But we are actually already winding down on this show. It happened so quickly. Take a few minutes here and just give us your wrap up thoughts today and your gold nugget of today's conversation, because you're always full of so much value and so many gold nuggets. And then remind everybody how they get in touch with you.
Thank you. And I'm going to just continue on from, live the life that you choose. And, we were talking about our attitude in that moment. But it also comes down to our health. We can choose what goes into our mouth. We can choose what we feed our children. We can choose the movement of our body or not moving. We can choose to pray or do meditation and mindfulness. So every single moment of every single day, we have a choice to determine. Jim Rohn said, you're either going forward or you're going backwards. So which direction are you choosing? And we all have a choice, my friends. You can choose to be healthy, or you can choose to make very bad choices and then pay the consequences of those. It's not going to happen immediately, but if you look down the barrel of life, you want to be a healthy, aging, vibrant person who is in love with being in their body and their mind. And this is so critical. And we can choose to do that. Where you can find me is on LinkedIn under Lisa Marree, Marree. Marree is my surname, by the way. And also, I'm like Russ, I keep things simple. LisaMarree.com. It's LisaMarree.com.
There you go. And it's ticking below us right now, your LinkedIn address, but all the other information has been in the comments and also the show notes. So everybody can click on that, go directly to Lisa. And I'm going to tell you, I just looked this up because I knew the number before, but I wanted to make sure. Each day, everybody will be interested to know that a human being makes an average of 33 to 35,000 choices a day. 33 to 35,000 choices a day. So your life is made up of all of these. Some are smaller in the human brain and some are bigger. But man, I tell you, when you can affect the way that you live by the choices you make, that is so, so powerful. And we're going to have to talk more about that next time uh, when we have Lisa back for episode number 5. Anyway, hey, listen, thank you so much for being here again. What a pleasure. And hang tight here. I'll be right with you in the green room as I wrap up. Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Well, I tell you, these episodes get better every time, not just with Lisa Marree, but with so many amazing people there to add value to you. And that is why I'm telling you, please subscribe to my YouTube page if you have not. Please just go to marketingwithruss.live. That's all there is to it. You can get, it is ultimately turning into thousands of people that have so much impact on life and value for you and for so many. And you can choose to get in contact with these people. All that information is still there. All that information is still there for you to reach out and you see somebody and say, wow, I really like what they're saying. Well, click on the information and connect with them because it's all in the notes of the shows that you watch on YouTube or on LinkedIn or Facebook, every place that we broadcast. So thanks so much again for being here, everybody. And appreciate you. We're here every Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time for your listening and viewing pleasure. Don't forget, this converts to a video podcast that stays on the platforms we actually broadcast on. Then it converts to audio podcast, so you can listen on iTunes, Spotify, whatever, Amazon, whatever you like to listen to. If you like to listen to things when you get ready for work in the morning or when you jog, whatever, you can do that with Marketing with Russ. And appreciate y'all being here. Till we see you next time, have an amazing day and an amazing rest of your week. All right. See you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. Be sure to subscribe in your favorite podcast app so that you don't miss a single episode. Have an amazing day.